Before you buy your speakers, projector, or even your sofa chairs, your home theater experience is already ruined. Yes, 90% of the home theater mistakes that I have seen are happening even before any of the equipments are installed. And do you know who is the biggest culprit for this? It's the wrong wiring. So today, I am going to share with you 5 wiring mistakes that can literally destroy your home theater experience. And many people don't even realize it until it's too late. So make sure to watch till the end. I am Tanmay Mehta, your home cinema consultant or home theater wali bhaiya, and this video is brought to you by Tab AV.
Confused what to buy? Struggling with what really works in your room? Or just tired of guesswork and online gimmicks? At Tap AV, we design, build, and calibrate home cinemas and hi-fi systems crafted for your space, lifestyle, and budget. Don't just take our word for it, hear it from hundreds of happy clients. From expert guidance to flawless installation and service that never leaves you hanging. Tap AV is with you, always. So next time you need anything in AV, simply tap AV.
So your wiring plan for home theater actually decides whether your system is going to sound premium or it is going to be painfully average. The first wiring mistake that I have seen personally in most of the cases is that they rely on electrician to bring the cables and to do the speaker wires. Now speaker cables required for high-end home theaters cannot be the regular lead-free copper cables that your electricians would recommend you. These cables are oxygen-free copper cables. These cables require a special conduit which can take care of their requirements. You cannot mix them with power cables as well. Because after all, the power cable and the speaker cable are doing two different jobs. So they cannot be run in the same conduit. So the right gauge of the cable, the right thickness of the cable, the right length of the cable does matter. And that is why the first mistake that you need to avoid to ensure that you get a premium sound system experience is by getting the right sort of cables that your hi-fi gear would require and to plan the wiring with the locations of each of the speaker with reference to a nice Dolby or a DTS layout. The second mistake that I have seen people doing in their home cinema rooms is that they don't plan for HDMI cable and power socket for a projector. In such cases, you are left with no choice but to go for an ultra short through projector or a portable projector. Now these two are not going to be the best or they can pinch your pockets. So if you don't want to do this mistake, then please plan the power cable and an HDMI cable for the projector in the ceiling. Now where would you lay it? You cannot just go by any thumb rule and randomly say that we are 10 feet per shoulder. It cannot be that. It is purely based upon the projector's throw distance with respect to the screen size that you are going to have in your room. So if you have both these things handy enough, then make the planning. If not, you need to go back to a consultant and ask them that what is the right projector for you in your room. The third common mistake that literally 95% of Indians do is no provision for extra subwoofers. Now you know what? The moment you open a Dolby Atmos layout or a DTS layout, you will see that each speaker has got a certain angle, a certain position. But guess what? There is one item which does not have a fixed position, and that is the subwoofer. So if Dolby doesn't have a defined standard for the subwoofer, how would you just randomly lay some subwoofer cable at you? You need to make arrangements at different locations in your home for subwoofer. You need to leave power sockets as well as subwoofer cables for this from your AV receiver. And when you have done this, then you need to do something called as a crawl test. A subwoofer crawl test, if you don't know what it is, please watch this video. We have explained it in detail and the results are literally fabulous and your home theater will not sound boomy, it will not give you too much of resonance or vibrations which are causing trouble to your ears. So please look at that and plan for the subwoofer cable in multiple areas of that. Now the fourth mistake that most of the home cinema owners do is that they do not have a dedicated power line for the AV equipment. Now what do I mean by a dedicated power line? We all have got a MCB board in our house. Most of the MCB board wiring done by an electrician comes to your cinema room and the same wiring is used for your projectors, for your AC, for your sofa recliners and for your lighting as well as AV equipment. Now when you have got so many things on the same circuit load, what is going to happen? The moment you turn on the light, your projector is going to flicker. Let's say I have seen cases where in the kitchen, The mother is turning on a mixer grinder and the projector is flickering in the living room. I've even seen cases where a bedroom turns on a hot geyser and the projector or the sound system starts making some distortion sound. Now all of this happened due to bad power cable planning. So for these reasons, having a dedicated line coming in from your MCB board to the AV equipment rack and then further going into different sockets is very, very essential. A good part is even to add an online UPS. But where would you keep an online UPS? Well, we recently tried keeping it in the room, but definitely the sound of the fan troubles many people. So always keep it outside. Make a separate provision for it, just the way you would do it for an inverter. Now, for all of you who are asking that, okay, you know what, this is so complicated, can I just get a simple, nice line diagram? Well, you know what, we have got a nice free gift for all of you. It is a PDF which will help you understand the entire wiring infrastructure required for home theaters, and it literally eliminates all the mistakes. So if you're looking to not make these costly mistakes and have a premium sound setup or a video setup in your home theater rooms, you need to download that PDF right now. Go check in the comment section and let us now look at the last costliest mistake that people do. This is all about a data saving. Now in today's times, when we are consuming so much of content online, what you need is a stable internet connection. But you know what? We don't lay any LAN cables in the AV equipment rack. We believe that connecting over Wi-Fi is the most easiest option. But please avoid, if you're looking to build a nice cinema room, you need a dedicated switch port in your AV rack so that it can connect to multiple devices which requires internet access. The advantage of this is that in future, if you plan to do any automation, then the same switch port can also take care of your automation system. You can add your controllers, you can add Alexa devices, and you can add a dedicated router or an access point for your room. So planning the data infrastructure or the data cabling, LAN cable is also very, very important, and you should not make this mistake where you cannot add any future media devices in your AV rack. So these 5 mistakes are just the beginning, because your home theater depends upon a lot of factors. It depends upon your room size, your setting, the number of speakers that you're planning to put into the room, the throw distance, the sitting chart, the screen distance, the screen size, and all the media equipments that you're going to connect to the system. So if you want to know all of these mistakes and if you want to avoid them, then please check the comments to find the free PDF guide for the wiring infrastructure for your home theater. And if you want us to take care of the entire 2D design for your home theater rooms, just like we do it for tons of other people across the globe, then don't forget to hit the link that is shared in the description for our 2D design service. Thank you so much for watching. I, Tanmay Mehta, your home cinema consultant or home theater Bhaiya, will see you again in the next one.